like Lincoln said, this war would not have been possible without the sinister influence of the Jesuits, and we owe all of our every degradation that has happened in the United States, we owe to popery. I mean, that's a huge statement that when you actually do the research, holds a lot of water today with what we see going on.
Well, there's some books that I think that everyone should take a look at. Is what Eric John Phelps did include in one of his latest editions of Vatican Assassins was he did scan several, I think 13 very old books, some written like back in the 1500s after the Jesuits were created, that were, written even by people from the church that were out there to expose the Jesuits because they did not agree with, their sinister ways. So they're all electronic books that everyone has access to, and I think I've posted them on your chat room before. So that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot for calling in, Nick. I appreciate your call, man, and good call there. We got our first phone call in. And he's exactly right. I can't stress enough that just how important it is to look into this stuff for yourself. And the problem is that people like Phelps, a guy like Phelps has put out a lot of good factual stuff, but he negates it by all of the other statements that he's made pertaining to setting up segregated states. We played a show from Red Ice here a couple of times on the radio. Me and some of the guys in the chat room stayed up late listening to it, just cracking up because he just sounds like such a goddamn fucking Nazi. And that's the whole point with a lot of these guys, is that a lot of the information they put out there is not bad info. It's good information. But it's things like, being an Israeli diamond salesman and a self-proclaimed Zionist and, essentially a racist, wanting a segregated states within United States borders. Those things that, again, poison the well and make people who appear to be, on the side of research, and make people who are on the side of research look like kooks and clowns and racists and the rest along with them. So I also want to make that crystal clear to people that I am not a follower or a practitioner of Eric John Phelps, but I don't have anything against him either. He has put out a lot of good information, and he has promoted my film, The Secret Right Volume 2, but he just says something. I just don't agree with him on the whole segregated state thing. It just sounds really borderline. The idea of putting, black people and white people and different people of different colors not mating and intermingling, I mean, that just sounds like an elite ideology to me, and I can't get down with that. And so that's, I just, you got to be careful of that, because it's tough enough getting people to look at some of this different information anyway, without having to have some of these guys that, that sound or appear to be, borderline hate mongers. Because as much as I dislike a lot of the people that I expose, I don't hate anybody. I don't even hate Alex Jones. People always try to spin the things that I say or do concerning exposing Alex Jones, the Council for National Policy, and all those phonies, and it make it seem like it's somehow personal. It is not personal, one iota whatsoever. I have nothing personal against Alex Jones and him, or I wish him the best, but there's things, there's questions that need to be answered that aren't getting answered, and every time anybody attempts to make an effort to ask those questions, they get shut down, ridiculed. They have their calls deleted from his show, and he just makes blatant lie statements, fear mongering, on and on and on. And so we're going to continue to ask these questions. And we're going to push forward asking these questions into 2011, and we hope that you will continue to support us in our quest to do so. Right now, though, we're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to get into some more news tonight. Love to hear from you as well. Taking phone calls here tonight on the new phone call line. How did the phone call there sound tonight with Nick? You guys sound pretty good there? Hopefully it did. We're going to take a break, come back, and get into some more news for you here tonight. This is The Global Reality on the Global Reality Radio Network.